Lovely viewers, gather close because today's story is one that will not only brighten your day but also warm your hearts in the most beautiful way possible. Imagine the scene. The evening breeze is soft, the city lights glow in the distance, and two of Korea's brightest stars, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, are spotted walking hand in hand, their smiles as radiant as the moon above them. It was a moment that fans are calling one of the most romantic public displays of affection in recent memory. A gesture so simple yet so powerful that it sent the internet into a frenzy. And right here we're diving deep into every detail, every reaction, and every bit of love that surrounded this unforgettable walk. When Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo appeared together in public before, fans had already grown accustomed to their elegance and undeniable chemistry. But this moment, this hand-in-hand walk, was different. It wasn't just about two celebrities stepping out together. It was about the story they were silently telling the world, about unity, love, and partnership. Their fingers intertwined, walking slowly as if savoring each second, made the atmosphere electric. Onlookers described it as watching a scene from the most heart-stirring drama, except this time it was not scripted. It was real life, raw, and deeply genuine. Can you imagine being there in person, lovely viewers? Picture yourself on a quiet evening stroll and suddenly spotting Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo walking towards you. Not as characters from a drama, but as themselves. Holding hands, exchanging soft laughter, looking into each other's eyes as though the world around them didn't exist. That sight would have stopped you in your tracks, wouldn't it? Many fans who were lucky enough to be nearby recalled gasping, some even covering their mouths in shock, while others immediately pulled out their phones to capture the magical moment. But for most, it wasn't just about recording a video, it was about capturing a piece of history that felt like witnessing a dream come true. Social media platforms lit up within minutes. Hashtags like #Minho Hye Kyo hand in hand and #couple goals trended across countries, with fans pouring out their emotions. Some wrote heartfelt posts about how seeing them like this restored their belief in true love, while others playfully joked that Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo had just set the new global standard for romance. One fan wrote, "I've seen them act in dramas that made me cry, but this real-life moment made me cry even more." Another commented, "It feels like they just walked straight out of a love story and into our hearts." Isn't it beautiful how such a simple gesture, holding hands, can create waves of joy across the globe? What made the scene even more enchanting was the way they seemed completely comfortable with each other. There was no awkwardness, no hesitation. Instead, Lee Min-ho's protective grip over Hye Kyo's hand and the way she gently leaned into him spoke volumes. It was subtle, but in those subtle gestures, fans read a whole novel of love, trust, and companionship. Every step they took together was like a beat in a love song that played on repeat in the hearts of those who watched. Lovely viewers, doesn't it make you wonder what they were talking about as they walked? Was it about their day, about the future, or just light-hearted teasing that made them laugh in between? Many fans speculated that the way they giggled hinted at inside jokes, the kind only two people deeply connected could share. Their closeness radiated comfort, the kind of comfort that only comes when two souls have truly found home in each other. And let's not forget how stunning they looked that evening. Hye Kyo, effortlessly elegant in a simple yet chic outfit, radiated grace. Her soft smile seemed to glow brighter than the streetlights. Lee Min-ho, tall and charismatic as always, looked every bit the protective and loving partner by her side. Together, they looked like the perfect couple, walking in harmony, every step in sync as though destiny itself choreographed their path. Fans couldn't help but describe the sight as watching two constellations align in the night sky. Rare, magical, and breathtaking. The beauty of this hand-in-hand walk was not just in what fans saw but in what they felt. People described feeling a rush of warmth, an indescribable joy that spread like wildfire. Some said they smiled without even realizing it, while others admitted to tearing up because the moment felt so pure. In a world often filled with noise and chaos, seeing two people express love so tenderly brought peace to many hearts. It reminded fans that love, in its simplest form, is about connection, about holding on to each other through every step. As the pictures and videos spread online, celebrities and industry insiders also chimed in. Close friends of both stars shared heart emojis, subtle comments, and even playful teasing. Rumors swirled that their colleagues were just as smitten as the fans, some even jokingly asking when the wedding invitations would be sent out. The entertainment industry buzzed with admiration, and suddenly, every media outlet wanted to capture this magical story. News sites ran with headlines about their romantic stroll, calling it one of the most heartwarming public displays of affection in recent years. But let's pause for a moment, lovely viewers, and think about what this means for Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo as a couple. Public gestures like this aren't just about walking together. They're about making a statement. By holding hands openly, they showed the world that they're not hiding, that they're proud of what they share. And that courage, that openness, only made fans love them more. Many fans expressed how this gave them hope and love, how it showed that even under the spotlight, genuine connections can thrive. What's even more remarkable is how natural it all seemed. It wasn't staged for cameras. It wasn't a forced display. It was just two people enjoying a walk, being themselves, and allowing the world a glimpse into their happiness. That authenticity is what touched people the most. Because let's be honest, lovely viewers, sometimes the most beautiful love stories aren't told in grand gestures or extravagant displays, but in the quiet, simple acts of togetherness. Some fans even created edits of the videos, adding soft background music to make it feel like a scene from a romantic drama. Others wrote fanfiction, imagining dialogues between them as they walked hand in hand. One viral edit paired their walk with a popular love song, and within hours, it had millions of views, with fans commenting that they couldn't stop replaying it. It became a global sensation not because of how flashy it was, but because of how real and heartfelt it felt. Now, imagine how Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo must have felt in that moment. Perhaps they knew fans were watching, perhaps they didn't. But either way, what mattered was the comfort they found in each other's presence. The way they walked, calm, steady, with hands tightly clasped, showed that no matter the world's gaze, they had each other. That's the kind of love that inspires, the kind that resonates deeply with fans who dream of finding someone to hold their hand through life's journey. Lovely viewers, let me ask you, doesn't this moment remind you of the kind of love we all yearn for? The kind where you don't need grand words, where a single gesture like holding hands speaks louder than anything else. That's what Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo gave us. A reminder that love, in its purest form, is about being present, about walking side by side through life. And the impact? Oh, it's far-reaching. Fans across the globe are still buzzing, sharing clips, writing posts, and celebrating this romantic walk. Couples even shared their own hand-in-hand photos, inspired by Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo to cherish the little moments. It sparked a wave of love challenges online, with people posting under hashtags about walking hand-in-hand with their loved ones. That's the power of a moment like this. It doesn't just touch fans, it inspires them to live and express love more openly. As days pass, this walk continues to be talked about, dissected, and cherished. For many, it wasn't just about two celebrities. It was about hope, about witnessing something that felt larger than life. And for Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, it was yet another chapter in a love story that fans are deeply invested in, one that feels like it's only getting more beautiful with each passing day. Lovely viewers, as you think about this romantic walk, let it remind you of the beauty in simplicity. Love doesn't always have to be loud, it just has to be true. And in that moment, as Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo walked hand in hand, the truth of their love was undeniable. Fans will remember it, cherish it, and replay it for years to come. Not because it was extravagant, but because it was real. And sometimes real is the most romantic thing of all. Fans are still talking, still gushing, still replaying those moments over and over again, as though each viewing makes the heart swell with even more joy. And the most fascinating part, every detail, every gesture, every glance, becomes a subject of deep discussion among admirers worldwide. Take for example the way Lee Min-ho adjusted his pace to match Song Hye Kyo's. Observers pointed it out immediately. Some fans commented that this tiny detail showed his attentiveness, his care, and his willingness to put her comfort above all else. It wasn't just walking, it was walking together as equals, one fan wrote. And that's what makes this moment all the more special. It wasn't about one leading the other. It was about two hearts walking side by side, each step a promise of partnership. And then there was the way Song Hye Kyo occasionally looked up at Lee Min-ho. It was soft, almost shy, but brimming with warmth. Fans froze those frames, sharing them with captions like, "Look at the way she gazes at him," and "Her eyes say it all." On the other hand, Lee Min-ho's protective stance, slightly leaning toward her, gave viewers the sense that he was shielding her from the world, not because she needed it, but because he wanted to. Doesn't that just melt your heart, lovely viewers? Isn't that the kind of devotion we all long for in a partner? But the beauty of this moment wasn't just in what the couple did. It was also in how fans responded. In cities across Asia and beyond, people recreated the hand-in-hand walk with their loved ones, filming short videos inspired by Lee Min-ho and song Hye Kyo. These clips filled TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, creating a global wave of love. Can you imagine how impactful that is? Two people by simply holding hands, inspiring millions to celebrate affection in their own lives. That's the true mark of icons, not only admired on screen, but capable of stirring real-world action and emotion. Industry insiders, too, couldn't stay quiet. Reports surfaced that many within the entertainment world were touched by the couple's gesture. A stylist who once worked with Song Hye Kyo shared on social media that she had never seen her glow this much before. Meanwhile, a friend of Lee Min-ho reportedly joked in a radio interview that he walks like a man in love, and honestly, that's the best version of him. These behind-the-scenes whispers only fueled the excitement further, making fans believe they were witnessing something genuinely life-changing for the stars themselves. Lovely viewers, don't you find it fascinating how something as simple as a walk can create such a phenomenon? It reminds us that love stories don't always need fireworks or grand proposals to capture hearts. Sometimes it's in the everyday gestures, the way hands interlock, the way steps synchronize, the way laughter rings in between, that people see the truest form of love. And when celebrities like Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo embody this, it resonates deeply because it shows they're just like us. Humans who crave love, who cherish connection, who find joy in holding someone close. Now let's imagine the thoughts running through the couple's minds as they walked. Were they aware that fans would turn this into an iconic memory? Did they know the internet would explode with admiration? Or were they simply lost in the moment, caring for nothing but each other's presence? The romantic in all of us would like to believe the latter, that they weren't thinking about cameras or headlines, but about how much they enjoyed being together. That makes this moment all the more precious, doesn't it? And what about the fans who saw this live? Their testimonies have become treasures online. One fan shared that she froze on the spot when she noticed them, tears immediately welling in her eyes. Another described how the crowd around them grew completely silent for a few seconds, as though everyone collectively realized they were witnessing something sacred. Imagine being there, breathing in the same air, hearing their laughter, watching their hands intertwined in real time. Lovely viewers, wouldn't that memory stay with you forever? As time passes, this romantic walk is quickly turning into an iconic chapter in their story. People are already calling it a legendary stroll, something that will be remembered in fan culture for years. Fan artists have begun sketching beautiful artworks inspired by the moment, some showing the couple walking under cherry blossoms, others portraying them in dreamy watercolor scenes, immortalizing the gesture in art. It's incredible how love, in its simplest form, can ignite creativity across the globe. And then there are the speculations. Fans are now asking, what does this mean for their future? Some believe it's a quiet declaration of their relationship status, others think it's a build-up to something bigger, a formal announcement, perhaps even a wedding on the horizon. While nothing has been confirmed, the walk itself was enough to keep imaginations running wild. And isn't that part of the fun, lovely viewers? To wonder, to dream, to hope that this fairy tale will only grow more enchanting with time. What's undeniable, though, is the warmth this moment has brought into the lives of fans. People have shared that seeing Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo walk hand in hand reminded them to appreciate their own loved ones, to take more walks, to cherish simple gestures. That's the ripple effect of love. It doesn't just stay between two people. It spreads, it inspires, it heals. Lovely viewers, let me turn this back to you. When was the last time you held someone's hand and felt that indescribable spark? Maybe it was with a partner, a child, a friend, or even a parent. Think about that moment now, and you'll realize why this walk between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo touched so many people. Because at its core, it reminded us all that we, too, are capable of such simple yet profound expressions of love. And as fans continue to celebrate, the couple continues to shine brighter. Whether or not they intended for this walk to become a global sensation, It has, and it has cemented their place not just as celebrities, but as symbols of love, unity, and connection. And something tells me, lovely viewers, that this is only the beginning. Their story, hand in hand, is still unfolding, and every step they take together will only make fans fall in love with them even more. From the very moment their hands touched in that walk, people knew they weren't just witnessing an ordinary stroll. They were witnessing history. And when something as gentle as walking hand in hand becomes a cultural moment, you realize the power these two stars hold, not just on the screen but in the hearts of millions. What makes this continuation so breathtaking is how the walk has now become a symbol. Fans across Asia and even in countries far beyond have started calling it the Walk of Love. Isn't it fascinating, lovely viewers, how such a simple act can grow into a phenomenon? People are writing poems about it. Musicians are composing short melodies inspired by the sight of their clasped hands. And fan clubs are organizing events where they recreate the walk to honor Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo's love. It's as though the whole world has agreed that this walk wasn't just theirs. It belongs to all who believe in love. And yet, behind the glitter of fan celebrations, lies the private meaning of that gesture. For Lee Min-ho, holding Song Hye Kyo's hand wasn't just about showing the world. They say his grip was firm, as if he didn't want to let go, as if he was silently telling her, "I'm here and I will stay." For Song Hye Kyo, the way she leaned slightly into him said everything. It wasn't just about affection but trust. Lovely viewers, isn't trust the foundation of every lasting love? When you hold someone's hand in public, you're not just touching their skin, you're holding their heart, promising them safety, belonging, and a place by your side. Now imagine what it must feel like for them, walking in a world where cameras flash and whispers follow their every move. Many celebrities shy away from this kind of open affection, fearing criticism or rumors. But not Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo. Their decision to walk hand in hand was brave. It was defiant in the best way. It was as though they were saying, "Yes, the world is watching and we don't mind because this is who we are together." That kind of courage is rare, and fans admired it deeply. Lovely viewers, do you see why this has struck such a chord? Because beyond the fame, beyond the headlines, this was simply about two people in love. And that's something every human can relate to. That's why fans from every culture, every language, every corner of the world felt connected to this moment. Love is universal, and when it's expressed so purely, it transcends all boundaries. And the conversations haven't stopped. People are now asking, will this hand-in-hand walk lead to more public moments? Will we see them traveling together, attending events side by side, or maybe even sharing personal glimpses on social media? The possibilities send fans into a frenzy of excitement. Some dream of seeing them post a casual photo together, maybe even one where their hands are linked again, while others whisper that the next time we see them holding hands, it might be at the altar. Imagine that, lovely viewers, the ultimate walk down the aisle, hand in hand, ready to begin forever together. But even if that day is still far away, what matters most is how this one walk has already brought joy to so many. It has healed hearts that were hurting, inspired couples to cherish each other more, and reminded everyone that love is alive and well, even in a world that sometimes feels heavy. And isn't that what we all need? A reminder that love is not only possible but powerful enough to touch millions through the simplest gestures. So as Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo continue their journey together, fans will be watching, not out of intrusion, but out of love, out of admiration, out of genuine joy for their happiness. And every time they hold hands again, whether in public or private, it will carry the weight of this first walk, the one that melted hearts around the world. Lovely viewers, their story is not finished. In fact, it's just walking forward, step by step, hand in hand, towards something even more beautiful.